Y'all are not gonna like this one. Can we talk about Twilight's friends for a minute? Because as the princess of friendship and the so-called elements of harmony, they be finding it real hard to treat Twilight like a decent pony being. Prime example, do y'all remember that one episode when Twilight's brother was getting married? Season 2, episode 25. Twilight and her girls are in Ponyville, minding their business, mind you, having a picnic. Then all of a sudden they get a message from the princess, and Princess Celestia, she's the next one. I already had beef with her from the jump just because of how incompetent she is. Like, she's that one person that stays running up on people and loses every time. But the problem I had with her in this scene is the fact that she's really gonna send a letter volunteering the ponies for some wedding that they didn't even know about. Cause let's think about this, right? Obviously, I know that Twilight's brother is the one that's getting married. But Celestia doesn't know Twilight and her brother's relationship. Her friends don't know Twilight's brother. She didn't even know if the ponies would even want to help and participate in the wedding. Or if they even would have time to. But she really gonna send a letter just pretty much volunteering them to do it anyway. Like, I know they didn't mind, but my whole thing is she didn't even give them an opportunity to mind. She just assumed and expected that they would be there. Twilight's so much better than me. I would have had Spike send a letter back with just the word no on it. Especially after I found out who was getting married, because how you my brother and you don't tell me that you're getting married and I have to hear it from a letter? The fact that I didn't even know you were dating somebody. But the way I find out you have a partner is from an invitation to your wedding. Oh, baby, I'm not coming. I honestly felt so bad for Twilight. It's the way you can see that she's genuinely upset at the fact that that's how she had to find out about her brother's wedding. And instead of her friends trying to make her feel better or at least hearing her out, they're just over here thinking about how fun they're gonna have at the wedding. How excited they are to start their part of the wedding plans. Like, hello, look at Twilight. The girl is visually upset. Have some decorum. I'm telling you right now, I could never be in the room with my friend and she's looking like this and I'm over here geeking ear to ear with somebody else. Her friends didn't give a shit about Twilight's feelings. And then it's the way she saw Cadence and knew immediately that something was up and nobody listened to her. Like, the fact that you had to spend a whole day trying to convince your friends that something wasn't right about somebody and they not believe you is crazy. I said it once and I'll say it again. If my best friend ever came to me and said, yo, I don't like this girl, something's off and she's weird. Oh, baby, there's no questions asked. All of a sudden, we don't like this girl, she's weird and something's off. The fact that none of her friends sided with her after she was deadass tweaking out about this person is crazy. And then for them to turn around and look at her like she was the crazy one, I'm telling y'all, wouldn't have been no more Friendship is Magic after this. The part that pisses me off is this scene right here.
Shining armor's in real trouble. You have to help. Dresses. What are you? Can you believe it? We're gonna be Princess Mia Mori Cadenza's new bridesmaids. New bridesmaids? What happened to her old bridesmaids?
She didn't say, but she did tell us that she would love it if we fill in for them.
Seeing as we've been working so hard and everything.
Twilight's face is my reaction. Heavy on what happened to the other bridesmaids, because you mean to tell me all three of them just up and left? All three of them just decided that they didn't want to do the wedding? All three of them were in it for something else? And she'd rather these absolute strangers that she just met to be by her side during the most important day of her life? Somebody lying. When have the girls ever seen Twilight so riled up about some pony? She doesn't even like ponies like that to have her be so riled up over them. So the fact that they didn't realize just from that something was wrong is crazy. And then for them to walk out in disapproval with their eyes closed after that argument she had with her brother is crazy. Even Princess Celestia, like, girl, why you even mad? You don't be doing shit. It took the queen all of 5 seconds to overpower you after making that whole big stink about how you gonna protect your subjects. Girl, you can't protect shit. Talking about you have a lot to think about. Girl, you need to think about getting into martial arts. Maybe then you'll be able to actually do some shit. Maybe Twilight should teach you how to use your magic. Because apparently you forget that you're an alicorn and that horn on your head isn't just for decoration. And you know it's bad when even Queen Chrysalis had to call Twilight's friends out on their bullshit.
It's funny, really. Twilight here was suspicious of my behavior all along. Too bad the rest of you were too caught up in your wedding planning to realize those suspicions were correct.
And even after all of that, you'd think they'd apologize, but no, because after Twilight picks Celestia off of her incompetent ass, she gonna talk about you have a real wedding to put together now. Don't you have a real apology to give me? I would have thrown her ass back on the floor so fast. The only pony in this entire episode that I'll give a pass to is Applejack, because she contributed to the bullshit, but at least she apologized. As a matter of fact, she was the only one to apologize.
Sorry, Twilight. We should have listened to you.
Like, her friends ain't all the way terrible or nothing, but they be having their moments where sometimes I'm just like, ooh. Like the My Little Pony movie, oh, that's something I don't even want to talk about.